Hello and welcome to update number 21. In this update, I would like to briefly talk about the feeling of gratefulness. The importance of being grateful for what you have and not just focusing on what you don't have can save you a lot of hassle and trouble. Where it applies to me is the fact that even though everything I've been through throughout my life, there has always been one thing that has remained constant in my life, and that is my family. And I am very blessed, and I feel grateful for being in that privileged position in life on this earth, that I have been born into a family that is so great, so supportive. I'm at a loss of words for how grateful I am for having my family. Even though we have had our troubles in our family, I wouldn't trade this family for anything. That is how much I love my family and how important family is for me. I have a little recent memory which correlates back to an earlier video when I talked about my autism. I had a conversation a couple of weeks ago with my mother where I talked about the fact that we have had a tradition in our family my entire life, and that is that every Christmas we celebrate together as a family. Then life circumstances for different members of my family, like my sister moving around all of Sweden and for a brief time over to England, which in my mind is incredibly brave, and I have so much respect for my sister because she went to another country to study for I do not remember how many semesters. I think it was 1 or 2, but anyway, she made effort to do. Everyone in my family has made effort to really keep that tradition alive. But because of circumstances the last couple of years, that tradition has rapidly declined, unfortunately. And that had an immense negative impact on me mentally, because I lost one of the most important parts of my life for not only me and my well-being, but also for my autism. And because of my autism, that has impacted me so harshly. But I talked to my mom about it, and she hadn't thought about it like that. And that is something, and it had a very positive outcome, because we decided to try to adapt the tradition so we can continue having that tradition, so I can get the family together at least once a year. And thanks to circumstances, This is the first time in I don't know how many years, many years, that my entire family is living in the same city, basically. My entire family is within 15 minutes drive from where I live right now, and that is a major positive supporting pillar that I will use going forward. And it gives me a wonderful chance to really rebuild the relationship I have spent years damaging with all my family members. And the past month, the support I've gotten from every single family member is so immensely helpful for me. And I'm so incredibly grateful for that support. So, family for me is very important, and I know that many people in the world, I won't say most because I don't have enough information on it, but I know there's many people who aren't as fortunate as me in having this close connection with their families. And to you, I will say this. I have met many people that don't have a good relationship with their families, but they have made their own families, either by friends or with friends or with a partner, and that is very important to remember, that even if you don't have a good relationship with your blood family, you can choose to build another family around you that can support you equally as good. And the other point that comes out of my mother's and my talk with her was that the importance of what I'm doing right now for myself, but also for my family. Because that conversation and what came out of that proves how important it is to be open with the people you have closest to you. Don't hide who you are. Don't hide your problems. They are there for you if you ask. And if they aren't, there are other people that you can find. Support networks, groups on Facebook. There are so many venues that you can choose to connect with people and build a new family and reach out to talk to someone. Because the biggest killer of all is silence. We have to, together, all of us have to change course on how we deal with mental health problems and the inability of society to accept that both men and women have many problems that they need to talk about with someone. But unfortunately, because of how society has developed its views against how men should act when it comes to talking with somebody about what you're going through, is, in my mind, disgusting. Because there's no thing more important when you are going through a hard time, like I am doing now and have done for a while now, that you have people to talk to about it. Another proof of that importance is a couple of days ago, earlier this week, I, for the first time, opened up to somebody about what really happened to me in the middle of my teen years, which I will go over when I feel ready for it in a video. But I told my dad about it. He's the first person I've ever told the truth about it to. And what that did to me inside, just briefly opening up about it to my dad, made me feel more lighter inside than I've done in my entire life. To get it out, to say the words, helped me so much with letting go of the pain. And I will continue to open up about it to those who are willing to listen. But that's it for this update. Until next update, I will keep in touch. Bye.